Hey everybody, welcome back to Error 404, Mental Health Not Found. This specific video is a video that is going to come from the heart. There's no research behind this video. There's nothing specific topic-wise that we're going to get into. This video is just going to be a short little video about where I've been. I know what you're all thinking. Hey, you promised us these wonderful videos all about mental health, creating this safe and open space that we would all be able to learn from and be able to discuss these different mental health challenges. And then you disappeared for 2 months. I'm very sorry. I am very sorry. But ironically, it was for my own mental health. There was a lot that happened kind of all at once for me, and it started to wear on me, and my brain kind of shut down in a lot of different ways, and I needed to take some time. I needed to take some time for me. I needed to regroup my brain. I needed to let it kind of do a hard reset. And over the past, I would say 3 weeks or so, I've been kind of getting the inkling to jump back in and really go full force with this in a good headspace. And today I really felt like was the day to relaunch. So here I am again. But as I was kind of coming to this conclusion that I was ready to jump back into things, it really struck me the irony of what was going on. I was creating this passion project, this love project for all of you, for everybody to be able to share their views and their own struggles and their own mental health challenges. And at the same time, I was neglecting my own. And it culminated in this hiatus of sorts where I had to stop. I had to stop not only this, but a lot of things. And I just, again, had to do a very hard reset on my brain. And it worked out for the best. It was really the right decision for me. But it really struck me as ironic that I was creating this space and I was neglecting the one thing that I was preaching to everybody else. So I wanted to let everybody know a couple things. First of all, I'm back. I'm back, bitches. You can't get rid of me that easily. People have tried, and they will always fail. I am resilient. I am a fighter. I am not a survivor. I'm a thriver. So I am not going anywhere. This will continue, and you will have some wonderful content coming up. But I just wanted to have a quick discussion about how things can pile up for us, how they can get us into a space where maybe we're not ready to deal with everything that's coming at us, where maybe we're not in a mental space to be able to handle one thing after another, whether they are good, whether they are bad. It can overload you in so many ways, and that's exactly what happened to me. And I know from people I've talked with, even while I was on vacation, about how things can really pile on. And during that vacation, we were on a cruise. We were island hopping in the Greek Isles and the Mediterranean. And while we were there, we felt wonderful. Things were great because we were forced to relax. We were at sea. We couldn't necessarily just jump off a boat and go on to land whenever we wanted. We were sailing. We were, there was all this stuff that kind of forced us into a state of relaxation. And then it ended. Our vacation ended. We had to come back home, and things piled up. Work things, social things, everything just kind of piled up. And my poor husband had to deal with me kind of trying to work my way through these different issues, which was really frustrating for him, I know, because there's not really anything he could have done. There wasn't anything he can necessarily do that's really going to pick me up. It's something I had to find for myself. And that struggle can be really, really difficult for our partners, our friends, our family, because all they can do is really just sit on the sideline and watch us as we free fall and hope that we're able to pick ourselves up again when we hit the bottom. I got lucky. I have such a supportive and loving husband that he powered through it with me. So my dear, my love, my everything, I love you so much. Thank you for bearing with me over the past couple months here as I struggled to really pick myself back up. So I really love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for our conversations, for the love you show me. But I also know that not everybody has that kind of support system, and that's what this is for. That's why I wanted to do this, because people need to understand that even if they don't have somebody directly to go to, even if they don't have a husband or a wife or a boyfriend, girlfriend, family members or close friends, or maybe they do have friends, but they're just not accessible at that moment, there's people out there that are going through the same struggles and problems that you are, and you're not alone. And I found in my experience that understanding that I'm not alone is such a huge thing. It's such a massive thing to know that this is not something that's just happening to you. It's something that's happening to thousands, if not millions of people all over the world. And in a weird, kind of creepy way, it unites us in a way that other people may not understand. Because when I see somebody who's clearly going through some mental health struggles, somebody who's clearly not feeling themselves, my first instinct is to relate to them. My first instinct is to be empathetic and sympathetic and show them that whatever they need, whether it is a friend to give them a hug or whether it is somebody to just give them the space they need, that is okay, that is acceptable, and that is what they need. Whereas people who haven't gone through this particular struggle don't necessarily understand that, and so they push. They do it in one of two ways. They either try and show too much love, which can be really overbearing for somebody who's really struggling mentally. When somebody's trying to show you that much concern, that much love, and you know that it's not necessarily going to help you in any way, it becomes really frustrating, and it can really kind of drag you down even further. The flip side of that is people will also sometimes just disconnect entirely. They'll say, well, this person is just too much work. This person's mental health struggles are not my problem, so I'm just going to avoid them. And that wreaks havoc on our self-esteem, because all of a sudden now not only did we already feel bad about ourselves, but now we have people reinforcing the fact that maybe we shouldn't feel good about ourselves. And that's wrong. And to an extent, I understand why people who have not gone through this struggle may kind of do that as a knee-jerk reaction to seeing somebody who might be struggling. But that's part of the reason we're doing this, is so that we can not only educate ourselves, but we can educate other people on how it feels to really go through these struggles, so that somebody who doesn't necessarily go through the same struggles that a lot of us do can actually still see us and see that we are still part of the community. We are valuable. We have value in its entirety. And they'll know that, hey, normally I would walk away from this person. Maybe I just need to find out what this person needs. And if it is for me to walk away, cool. If they need somebody to say, hey, you're valued and you're loved, I should be the one to do that too. So I'm really hoping that this message reaches a broader audience than just people who are struggling with different mental health conditions. So I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, I'm going to survive the plague. In fact, I already have, if you want to get technical. Oh, COVID, yay. But there is going to be some great content coming here. I'm really, really looking forward to some of the things I've come up with in my hiatus, things as my brain was resetting, were saying, hey, this could be a really fun idea. This could be something really great. I'm working on a website for my platform as well, something that's going to be able to provide all of the links to accessible mental health programs across the country and even some from across the world, as our audience grows a little bigger and bigger. So you're going to have a full library of resources, links to all of my videos. There's going to be blogs, and there's going to be sections on there where you, my favorite people in the world, my audience, is going to be able to engage in chats with each other and also with me, so that we can continue these discussions and we can pick up on things that maybe I wasn't able to get into a video, or if there's just too much topic for one 15-20 minute video, we can continue that conversation, and maybe show me some things. Like, I have a lot to learn as well, because all of these different mental health struggles, I don't go through all of them. None of us go through all of them. So this is our continuing education. So I really look forward to jumping back into things. I appreciate all of you for bearing with me. And again, extra special shout out to my husband, who is the most amazing man in the world. So I am really looking forward to continuing this. I hope all of you have maintained a wonderful mental health day, week, month as we approach the end of the year. I know that the holidays can be a very stressful time for a lot of people. I personally do not like the holidays. They are extra stressful for me for reasons I may get into in a different video. But I know it can be a lot. So please talk to each other, love each other, and keep your eye out, because there's a lot more great content to come. Thank you all. I'll see you very, very soon. And remember, life is just a movie. And our brains, well, they're the twist we never saw coming.